Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about positive energy. And positive energy is very important because, as Zig Ziglar, he said this: positive thinking doesn't accomplish anything, but it does everything better than negative thinking. So you see, I see so many people all the time. I see them on the streets. They have all these drop down faces, and they look very sad, and they're always looking at the wrong side of things. They're always looking at all the negatives, all the things that they don't have yet, and all the things that they want. And instead of looking at what they have, instead of spending a minute just to be grateful, they spend hours complaining about the problem. And I think it's very important to have a positive attitude, because when I shifted my mind to having a positive attitude, all of a sudden I started noticing things. I started noticing opportunities instead of the problems. I started seeing these things that were problems that were that I previously would see them as things that are obstacles. I started seeing them as opportunities, and I started taking advantage of those things. And instead of seeing the obstacle as a sign that I should go backwards, I started seeing that obstacle as a sign I should keep going forward. Instead, I saw it as a challenge rather than a thing that should discourage me from taking the path and stuff, right? And the reason that positive thinking is so important is because your everything, okay? Everything is a result of your thinking, your beliefs about yourself, and what you think and how you look at these opportunities. All these decisions that you make, and every small decision, right? All these small decisions that you make, they're a result of your belief system. And if your belief system is negative, what happens is that the decisions that you make, they'll be based on that negative thinking. And a lot of us are radical in our negative thinking. We complain so much, and we put ourselves down so much. And what happens is that these beliefs about yourself, they become a reality. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. If you keep telling someone that you can't do something, you keep telling over and over and over again, right? 100 times a day, what'll happen is that this thing will become a reality. They'll subconsciously believe that, okay, I'm not capable of doing this, and then they'll self-sabotage themselves into not doing the thing properly. I've experienced this myself. I know this exists, okay? It's not just some bullshit positive thinking, okay? It's actual thing based on personal experience and stuff I've read and stuff. This is not bullshit, okay? So the thing is, you have to have positive thinking, and you have to see the opportunity. And the thing, it's very common sense, right? But if you have positive thinking, you'll be happier than the people that have negative thinking. And being happier will lead to you being even more productive. Because, being negative, it drains your energy. If you keep beating yourself up over things, if you keep looking at the negative, it drains your energy. You won't have the energy to complete simple tasks. Whereas positive energy, what it does, it gives you energy. That energy, you do something, and then you congratulate yourself, and you're awesome, and you get even more energy from doing stuff, rather than getting your energy drained from doing stuff. And this is amazing to some people, but it's normal for me. When I got a positive attitude, I didn't get sick often, right? Yeah, and even when I was sick, I was I was alright. I was still operating. I was still doing what I had to get done. And those things that wouldn't bother me when I had negative thinking, they didn't bother me anymore. Things that would bother most people, they didn't bother me anymore once I started having positive thinking. That's why it's important to have positive thinking, because you'll have energy. You'll have an unlimited amount of energy, because that positive energy, it'll build upon itself. You got a little bit of positive energy, it'll build upon itself. And that energy, people can sense it, okay? I'm telling you this, people can sense it. First 2 years at school, right? I made only 2 friends. And I during these 2 years, I had some bad thoughts about myself, and I was just low self-esteem and no confidence and stuff, right? 3rd year, I something happened to me. I changed a lot, right? I started hustling, and I started doing hard work, and it took me a while, right? But then I dedicated myself to getting more confident and stuff. And what happened is that I got 20. I'm guessing 20 friends or whatever, right? And the great thing is, people can sense this positive energy on you. They can sense it. like I can't explain how they can sense it, but they can sense the positive energy, and they'll be drawn to a person with positive energy. So what you have to understand is that, like, something really amazing will happen. Is that as you become more and more positive, things will help you get more positive. You'll be leaning towards that thing. As one of Newton's laws says, it says an object at rest tends to remain at rest, but an object that is in motion tends to remain in motion. So the thing is, like, if you're going towards positivity, you'll gain momentum and you'll keep going. Okay, it'll be difficult at first to be positive, right? If you've been negative all your life or been negative for a long time, it'll be difficult to be positive. But the great thing is, like, like in the beginning, it'll be very difficult, right? But once you start gaining momentum, people will be drawn to you, and they'll be more positive as well, because your positive energy, it transfers to them, and then you guys feed off of each other because you both are positive, and you both, when you see someone that's happy, you become happier, and when you make someone happy and then you see them being happy, then you become even more happier, and then they become happier and you become happier. You know what I mean? Like, it's like amazing. So yeah, that's why it's important to have a positive attitude no matter what. Okay, and you might be going through something difficult, okay, very difficult, and I'm not saying that don't be sad at all, right? Don't be a radical, like, positive thinker, right? No, I'm actually saying, like, the opposite. I'm saying that you want to acknowledge the bad stuff, right? You want to acknowledge what's going wrong with your life as well, but you can't have, like, a completely negative outlook. You got to focus on some of the positive as well. Look at some of the positives. Look at some of the potential things that you can accomplish because of this tragedy, this failure, or whatever happened, right? Look at some of the accomplishments, and and eventually your life will be better, and you'll start seeing things. You'll start seeing opportunities that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.